For generations, Wall Street operated as a closed circuit. Entry was reserved for those with the right pedigree, legacy wealth, and specific Ivy League connections. Yet despite the massive St. Patrick's Day parade completely shutting down Manhattan, the New York Stock Exchange never closes. This cultural overlap exists because the technical foundations of the modern market were built by working-class Irish Americans who fought their way into the financial elite. Trend-following strategies, complex options pricing, and quantitative trading systems emerged from the specific tactics these outsiders used to bypass the traditional gatekeepers. By applying sports betting math and a high tolerance for risk, they shifted the trading floor away from an elite club and toward a ruthless meritocracy. In the 1920s, Joseph P. Kennedy Sr. entered the market from a working-class East Boston background, lacking the social standing of his wealthy peers. He built his fortune in the chaotic, unregulated pits of the era, leveraging non-traditional strategies like bootlegger financing and aggressive speculation to outmaneuver the establishment. The ultimate irony of his career arrived in 1934, when President Roosevelt appointed Kennedy as the first chairman of the newly created Securities and Exchange Commission. Roosevelt recognized that regulating the financial elite required the street smarts of a master manipulator who understood the establishment's vulnerabilities from the outside. By the 1970s, the outsider edge shifted to Chicago, where a 17-year-old floor runner named Richard Dennis borrowed $1,600 from his family to open a trading account. Dennis turned an initial loan into $350 million using a strict trend-following system. To prove it was logic, not instinct, he launched the Turtle Traders experiment, staking novices with his own money to trade his system. The group made $175 million in 5 years, demonstrating that institutional wealth generation could be a teachable, replicable process rather than an inherited gift. In the 1980s, the Philadelphia Stock Exchange became a hub for traders from local Irish neighborhoods who lacked traditional finance degrees. These floor traders discovered that the probability math they used in poker and sports betting translated directly to pricing complex options contracts. This quantitative approach reached its peak with John Meriwether's long-term capital management, a colossal hedge fund that used extreme leverage to bet on academic market models. This chart visualizes the danger of that risk appetite. During the 1998 Russian financial crisis, their model assumptions broke and the fund's value plummeted, threatening a global financial collapse. This era was a turning point. While their risk necessitated a federal bailout, the talent from these firms went on to found quantitative giants like Jane Street that dominate today's markets. Modern Wall Street has moved past the era of the elite stock pickers' subjective feel for the market. Market activity is now managed by algorithms and strict risk systems, the innovations forced into existence by the original outsiders. The legacy of these pioneers is a market where pedigree only opens the door, but mathematical intuition and execution own the building. It is a massive evolution from the days when traders were trapped at their desks processing ticker tape by hand, while the rest of the city celebrated St. Patrick's Day in the streets.